You already know what to do. I mean, I already pressed you for it, so. Alright, what's going on, man? It's your boy Kloth, and I'm back with another video, man. Look, if I'm not starting somewhere, I'm not going nowhere. Y'all wanted him back, so Josh is back. Again, I'll make sure I'll add his ats whenever. What you got something to say? Oh, you were getting up. You were like, you know that meme when he's sitting down and he gets up like I thought you were about to say something. But again, this is another segment of Cloth Talk. Again, this is just where I pull the articles from Hypebeast, Complex, and it's revolving around sneakers, fashion, anything of that nature. We're gonna go ahead and talk about it. But without further ado, let's get into the first topic. All right, so this first article reads, Sperry taps Chris, and honestly, respectfully, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I'm not gonna butcher it, as guest creative director. Honestly, bro, my first initial thoughts when I saw this, I was like, because he already does what he does. He is very well known for doing what he does for Blackstock and Weber with the loafer, the mules, and like the what's it called? Like the Sperry type shoe, like the slip-ons,
like moccasin kind of vibe.
Yeah, something like that. Like he's already known for that.
Right,
so when I read this article, I was just like, what is he necessarily gonna bring to Sperry that he already is not doing for Blackstock and Weber?
For sure. Yeah, no, I think it's an interesting collab choice. Like I feel like what we talked about last time, it's like both parties, I feel like, are sacrificing something to gain, something from like the other party, So it'll be interesting. But I mean, I like the way he was talking, at least in the article.
Yeah.
Like, very humble, like really.
It's something that he wanted to do for a long time. Obviously it's more of like I feel like everyone, especially if you're like a designer, has that one brand that they either grew up on or they either like really want to partner with. So like now that he's at that point, even though he may be able to, he may be at a point in Blackstock and Weber where he doesn't necessarily need to partner with them, but it's like a sentimental point because it's like maybe he used to rock Sperry's and he's like, damn, like now they want to partner with me. So that, I feel like that's maybe where he's at with that. Because,
and exactly, like Blackstock and Weber, like they make beautiful loafers, right? Beautiful shoes.
Hey, bro. Hey, beautiful, gorgeous.
It's been a name
bad
for himself,
bitches.
And I'm sure he's like feeling himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure. I feel like it was like similar to last week's conversation about like G-Shock a little bit. Like Sperry, I feel like was like that iconic shoe growing up, like middle school, high school.
Bro, you talking double elite socks with the Sperry's? Oh my God.
You rule the school. You rule the school.
Double elite. I want to know the science behind that. Okay, elite socks are already extra because you had all the prints on it, but double elite? Bro, come on now.
I want to meet the guy who first came up with that. Like,
I know he was shitting on everybody. He came and squeezed But it is, because although we say that about Sperry, they have been able to, like, they know their demographic to a T.
For sure.
They never try to venture off. They never try to do something extra. I think in the article, this is their first time they're hiring somebody as a creative director.
Right. Yeah. Like a temp guest, creative director. Yeah.
So that's really, I'd be feeling myself too, honestly.
For sure.
They was like, this is the first time. I'm like, stop playing with me. I really built this.
And like, you gotta be honest. Like, I wanted a pair so badly. Like, I remember like the first one I got off like Nordstrom Rack. Like I begged my mom for one. So,
bro, that sport. I mean, what's not the sport, but like the boat shoe.
Yeah.
Undefeated. That one triple platinum. I know hood dudes. I'm talking thugs, gangsters, like who were wearing Sperry's, and I was just like, wow, no, they really, they did something. The Sperry, I'll tell you right now, this is the whole outfit. Polo shirt,
of course.
Fat horse on it though. You got the number right there, Fat horse.
Yeah.
Then you got some long cargo shorts, tan preferably. Then you got the elite socks with the Sperry, bro. Like, you was a demon.
You just summed up like the American high school population.
You were a demon. So yeah, back to Blackstock and Weber. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do because since he already does that, and since Sperry already does that to some degree too, I'm just like, what are you gonna bring other than maybe just like colorways? Because what he does on his own is already phenomenal. So I'm like, I'm not worried. I'm just like, what is necessarily going to happen with it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, he ended with like the collection is for everyone. And I feel like that's always kind of, it could be like a bold claim, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like how, like to have something truly be for everyone, I feel like it's pretty difficult. But I mean, if any article of clothing can do it, like loafers, man, I feel like they kind of prove themselves.
It's very timeless. Very timeless. It's not like a sneaker where, you know, that silhouette might go out of style, but like, you know, I think loafers and mules are very popular right now, and like that's something that you don't necessarily need to cycle out, because as you get older, you're gonna kind of gravitate to those things as well. So again, I think he's gonna do a great job, but I'm just like, I don't know what it's going to.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I can't picture it. I can't picture it at all. Like, is he gonna do like the pony hair on like a Sperry? Like, I think that'd be dope, but I don't know. Like, I'm very hopeful for it, because I think, again, what he's already doing is great. And Sperry, I mean, look, they've been around. Like, they haven't foreclosed, went for bankruptcy or anything. So like, they're obviously doing good. So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good collab, and it's definitely gonna get his name out there further, just Blackstock and whatever. So.
Yeah, and the shoes could be made in Maine, Rancourt factory. You already know.
It's like the last U.S. factory, right?
Yeah. Maine produces a lot of nice, like made in USA shoes, so that's gonna be good. But, yeah, I'm excited. Again, it's with you, Greg. Like, I can't imagine.
Did it have a release date? Did it say when it was projected?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember anymore. So
that means next year sometime. Actually, I think it
said
like
early.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, yeah. Cool. So I guess we'll just have to see. But let's get into the next article. All right, so this article title reads, Berserk to start new manga arc. And look. Like, if y'all watched the last one, which if you didn't watch the last one, I'm gonna put this right here. Go watch the last one. But again, me and Josh love anime, love manga. We talk about it pretty much all the time. I'll text him a random anime meme at like 2 a.m. But Berserk, man. Berserk. Jesus. I forget his Kentaro, right? That's how you say it? Yeah, rest in peace, Kentaro, man. Rest in peace, Kentaro. I think it's so tragic, especially, I don't know the runtime from Berserk, but it's been running for a very long time.
Yeah, like decades, man.
It is tragic to write a story so great and then pass before you conclude it, because I feel like although he's had apprentices, he's had people working under him and they know how the story's gonna end, just like Oda, like I feel like they change it just like depending on the mood, or like how they kind of see like, oh, like they think of something else, like, oh, actually I think this will be dope. So I'm like, I don't think we're ever gonna get his true ending, because he tragically passed away and now somebody else is taking over and doing like their own interpretation, even though they have a guiding path for it. So
yeah, I see what you're saying, Greg. I mean, granted, like, it's a close friend, you know?
Yeah.
And I think this is like the best we can get, right? In terms of at least like seeing that story continue. But no, I totally agree, man. Like, imagine just like if Oda was gone.
Bro,
I
would legit. Okay, listen. There's only a few people in this world who are not related to me, I don't have any connection to. Like, if they passed away, bro, I might have to call from work.
Call from work, hit me up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some drinks.
I might post on my story as if I knew this person. Like, I don't think I can. Oda and J. Cole, bro. Those are my two people. If either one of those dudes passed away, bro, I would lose my mind. But Berserk, bro. If you've never read Berserk, honestly, I think it's one of those things that you need to just like, not fully read through, but like just like run through a chapter. Just like the artwork in there, the story. I think Guts might be one of the most, what's the word I'm trying to say? As far as protagonists, he's been through the most.
Oh, yeah.
It's like not even close. I love other anime protagonists, but he has been through, he was born in blood. His mom was hanging in a tree. He got, I'm not gonna say the word, but he got sexually assaulted as a kid.
Right.
Lost countless people he really loved.
The Eclipse.
Bro,
like say less.
Bro. Like, Guts is I'm just like, bro, why does he keep fighting, bro? I would have been gay, bro.
But like, as you read it, it's not like annoying, like, oh, it just keeps happening.
Yeah.
But there's like reason for it, and I think there's so much character development for him.
Oh yeah.
Like, even though his life is marked with so much suffering, like it's still like I don't know. You're just
no spoilers, but yeah, he's trial, bro.
Make sure you're in a good spot before reading Berserk though. It can bog you down. It can bog you down for sure.
You don't want to be already depressed and read this. You want to be very healthy. Actually, I'll show you how much I love this story.
That's beautiful though, bro.
I have this volume right here, which has like a collection of a lot of different chapters. This cost me 50 bones. You think I'm gonna spend 50 bones on something I don't like? Like, this book is crazy. Spoilers. But again, bro, Berserk coming back makes me happy. It also just makes me sad because Kentaro wasn't able to see his works really come to an end. And honestly, Berserk never got a good anime adaptation. So it's like,
I know they had the movies and like the original anime, and then like the anime did like another.
They did like a 3D CGI one.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, Mike.
I wish all those old school series could have like a brotherhood, like a Full Metal Alchemist brother kind of thing.
Stop the CGI, bro. Just stop it. Like it's never.
I heard the movies were okay though.
Yeah, no, the movie animations I heard were good. I heard that was good. So,
but I would love to see, like the 2011 Hunter x Hunter, you know,
that kind of
stuff.
That'd be fire.
That'd be nice.
And also, I just think it's so tragic that he passed away when the story, like the last chapter he did, where the story was, bro. That is you were supposed to be here to write the next chapter. So.
Post-boat, man.
I'm obviously gonna stay tuned in. I love this story. I've been following it for a while. I mean, I bought the book. I've been reading all these chapters, so I'm obviously gonna see it through. It's just tragic.
Yeah,
tragic.
I think Greg, like your perspective makes sense. Of course, like we're excited to get more Berserk content, but it's just again a little sad knowing it's not like 100% like captures the soul of the original author.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, granted, I mean, what is it? I have never read the work of like the guy helping him out. Koji Mori. Yeah. Apparently he wrote something called Holy Land, which is incredible, but I'll check it out. But again, it's good that like it's like a tight knit community. It seems like good assistance. You know,
the people he actually was working around too. So,
and I'm sure like his estate like approved this happening. You know what I mean? Like hopefully it's not just some like cash grab. You know, just to, like milk out a couple more chapters.
They get a live action adaptation. That'd be crazy.
I don't think they can, man. I don't know if they can.
No, bro, they would not be able to put that out. In this day and age, they would not be able to. Some of this stuff, bro, come on now.
Yeah, man.
But, again, rest in peace, Kentaro, man. Super tragic. But, let's get into the next article. All right, so this article title reads, Clint gets ready for war with military... Jesus, words are hard. Clint gets ready for war with new military-inspired collection. And honestly, the first time I got hip to this brand, I don't know if you remember, they had like that blue and black, like kind of boot looking shoe. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh no, like this brand is fire. Like I seen it on Hypebeast one day just scrolling. And I was like, oh, what brand is this? I've never seen anything like this. And when I saw the images, I was like, oh bro, no, these are, no. I was like, what? Show them the one that you thought. Look at these. I was like,
this one, bro?
No, they had another boot. I'll insert this image here. But I saw these and I was like, oh, like this is fire. And then after I saw that, I never really kept up with the brand. So when I saw it again on Hypebeast, I was like, oh yeah, this is that one brand that had those boots. But honestly, the stuff in here is dope. Like the jacket, like the little zippers that they got on the arm.
I like that one.
Yeah, that jacket's fire.
This one.
Yeah, it's heat.
You'll put it up. Yeah.
It's heat. And it's like the way that, I think the way, the current state of streetwear, like I'll say for the most part, like baggy is in. Like that is like without a doubt, baggy's in. And then also crop is in. And just everything in this collection is kind of just paying, not homage, but like it's really just showing like the current state of fashion and what's in. So like you got a little bit of the baggy, you got the baggy shorts, the baggy shirt, and then you also got like the Gorpcore style jacket, and then like, you know, like it's keeping it very minimal, but also very on trend and like currently what's happening in fashion. as far as streetwear goes. Like,
yeah, flash up image number 4. Like, I like this jersey a lot.
Oh
yeah, that was nice.
The jersey's fire. Like the kind of workwear, like Carhartt or like Dickies type shirt is fire too. And also like the brand is just, I think the color palettes that they choose to use are also very popular as well. So like it's really a brand that's just very in the know of what's happening in streetwear. Like that's the best way I could put it. Like it looks like Stussy meets like a Born and Raised. Like it kind of, that's what it reminds me of. Stussy meets Born and Raised, even though they already did a collab, Stussy and Born and Raised. Maybe I should do Stussy like a workwear brand. I can't think of one. Ben Davis or something like that.
Ooh,
like a Ben, like a Stussy Ben Davis. Like that's what this brand reminds me of. Which maybe I should have looked it up. I don't know what Clint's, I don't know if that's the guy's name or somebody who's like affiliated with it. But they're doing dope stuff. Like I think that is very on trend and you can't go wrong if you're doing it in a minimal way. So even if the trend is over, you're still able to kind of sell products because they're actual good pieces.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a great way to describe it. It's like definitely taking things from like current trends, but still like being, I don't know.
Yeah, it's still like unique in their own little way. Like that jacket, I've never seen anything like it. Like I'll definitely say that's the highlight. That's the highlight item of the whole collection. For sure. But again, like it's really hard for brands, especially new brands, because I think it started in like 2020.
Yeah.
It's really hard for new brands to really make their separation from everybody else, just because like you're gonna again, all fashion is jacket, pants, sweaters. The core doesn't change. Yeah. So like it's like, what do you do then? And then like you do something like that jacket with the zippers on the arm. It's like, okay, now you're branching out and being your own thing, which I can always respect.
Yeah, for sure. And like how they do it, we love it because like it's so easy to like have those embellishments and things like that. Just be like why, And even though like it might not have like a clear functional purpose, like your brain doesn't immediately like turn off from like the design choices. Yeah, I feel like people are all like that in some way. Like you look at something, you might not know why, but like it's either or, you like it or you don't.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't know, this might be a deviation from the conversation, but I hate that this day and age we live in, bro. It's like, oh, if I say I hate it, then it's like, oh, you a hater. And it's like, it's not really a hater, it's just not me, bro. Right. Like, I can express that I don't have I have a distaste for something and then like not feel any ill intent towards it. But now it's like, oh, like, oh, that piece I don't really care for. Oh, you're a fucking hater, bro. You suck.
Like, it's like if you don't like it, bro, it's like, I don't know why like your opinion of liking something like has associated itself with like being right or wrong. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's like a wrong. Like, what does that even mean? Like,
and then people like, you don't even get it, bro. Like, honestly, this bread's super fun. They get alpacas because it's hard. Yeah. Like, that doesn't change anything. I still hate it. Like, what the fuck? But I'm not talking about this brand. No. They are doing some dope stuff. And since the first time I saw about or heard about this brand was the boots, and then I'm seeing it again, I'm gonna put it now on my watch list because it's like one of those like underrated brands, and I'm interested to see where they go. Again, they only been around for 2 years, so I think they have a lot more growth to be had.
For sure, bro. That's why we love Kloth Talk, man. Putting on a new brands because half these guys are
and not on TikTok they be like, oh, these brands you should know about, and it's like Adidas Sambas. Oh my god, Wales Bonner. It's like, okay, bro. Uniqlo, bro. Let me show you this new jacket that you need for winter. It's Arc'teryx. It's like, all right, bro. We get it.
I mean, of course, might help out somebody, but like, we're looking for some more niche stuff.
A little bit more niche, a little bit. Because honestly, the ones that we talked about previously, some of those were fire. And I'm like, why don't you guys have more attention? But we went on a rant. But yeah, all in all, Clint's dope brand. I'm interested to see where they go, just because I think they're kind of getting that steam now. I'm starting to see them a little bit more on my like explore page, and like they're obviously hopping up on like hype beats and all that. So they going somewhere. So we'll see.
For sure. The attention has been grabbed, bro.
Facts.
All right.
But let's get into the next article. All right, so this article title reads, Story MFG unveils the Plough, right? Follows the Rain collection. Dude, words are hard. Story MFG, man. one of those brands that even if you hate it, you can't hate it too much. I think what they're doing is super dope. And honestly, just the principles that they stand on as a brand, it's like, how could you not like this brand?
For sure,
like, they're dope.
Yeah, I feel like it's, I mean, I even wrote down in my notes, like, I feel like they rarely miss. Just because of like the foundation of like what they do, you know, like the garment dyeing process they go through.
Super ethical, trying to stay like, you know, I guess like not necessarily, like they actually care about what they're doing. And they also care about the people they're working with. So
there's like a level of intentionality with their process from like step zero, you know, like thinking about like, yeah, like what ingredients are we gonna put into the dye that translates so well into like every piece they make, which I think is why like people like them so much.
And they don't release a lot. Like you might go to their website and you might see a lot, but I feel like they don't produce to the level of like to which they think, what's I'm trying to say? They don't produce at the level at which they can right now. Like the brand obviously has steam. They are making good products. People are buying it. People are consuming it. But they could be doing a lot more and creating a lot more waste. But again, they're like conscientious of that, and they're trying to make a difference within the fashion scene. And your stuff is dope.
For sure.
It's not like it's bad. Like there's like a bad connotation attached to brands who are trying to be ethical. Are like they're like green, and people will usually associate that with, oh, that brand is bad, or like that brand, like they don't make dope stuff because you have to use.
That's their value.
Yeah,
that's
it's not really like it's not really about the clothes. It's about their environment, which those two things can work in tandem, in my opinion.
Totally. Yeah, no, and I think that's what Story does so well. And yeah, like I remember first hearing about the brand, like there's that podcast Blammo, I listened to a little bit, like the owners are on it. And even just like the way they talk about like their dyeing process and like sourcing the fabric, sourcing like all those raw materials. It just seemed like very intentional. And I say that word a lot, but it's like, I mean, I think it's so refreshing to see, you know, like, yeah, buying like the clothes we buy like from the back end to see how much thought goes into that process. So yeah, I mean, even just this collection itself, like again,
it gives me very much Midsummer vibes. Is it Midsummer or Midsummer?
I think
either or. Yeah, that's what like when there was like outside and they had like the little tables and they were eating, like that's the type of vibe I get from it. But I'll tell you what though, as a person who loves baggy pants, they do baggy pants. Perfect. Like parachute pants, don't change that recipe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stay doing that. Like, I love the cuts, I love the silhouettes. It's like my type of fashion. Like, I could maybe do without some of the prints sometimes, but I think that all in all, when I look at like all that they have, I'm like, usually I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm not really like, I don't know about that. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, for the tops as well, like pullovers, I feel like the way they drape on the model is amazing. Like the patchwork is awesome. And then, yeah, I feel like these are the types of pieces that if we were to get, like our kids or our grandkids would just be like sleeping in the closets and like they find stories.
They'll like grow with you on some, for sure, on some shit. I think that's another dope thing about it. Like, it's not like a Zara piece where like, you know, you wash it and now the shirt's over. Like, you got one wear at it. These are products and things that like, they're gonna age with you, and they're only gonna get better with age. So,
granted, take good care of it. I'm sure you like hand wash this stuff, but then however you gotta treat it. But I mean, yeah, it always feels like it's gonna last, and yeah, exactly how you put it, like just ages with you.
And again, it's like you can't hate them for too long because they actually care about the planet. Like, you could be like, oh, that piece sucks. And it's like, they saving the planet. So that's how I feel about it. Like, so even if I don't like a piece necessarily, I'm not gonna sit here and bash a brand that's at least trying to make a difference when, you know, there's so many companies out there that are working in these factories where the conditions are bad, or they're, you know, producing waste on top of waste. Because clothing industry is the biggest.
I'm sure it has to be.
Yeah, I think it is the biggest contributor to waste in the world. So if you're trying to even make a slight difference in that, because, you know, you feel like a small ant within like, you know, a big sea, like if you're trying to make a difference at all, I'm just like, okay, like I can respect that. Like I definitely give y'all flowers for trying to have a different standard and, you know, hold you guys to a different caliber than like you know, people who are just like, oh, so what is clothing? Like, just throw it away, or like just doing the most unethical things just to put out clothing.
And like what you were saying before, Greg, it's not like story, like that's their main value, you know? I feel like it's a bonus, which I feel like that's how you know that's a good sign, like you're doing things right. People love the pieces, but then they find out more about the process, and like they just fall in love with it more, rather than we're green, like that's why you should like it, blah blah blah.
Because you have to go digging for that. I mean, not necessarily digging, but you know, you go to their website, it's not blasting like, oh, go green, change your life, don't be a horrible person. It's like, you know, you go to their website, you see like these dope images, you see the clothing, you see all that. You have to actually go to about, and then you'll figure out like, okay, this is what this company's all about. Like, you don't have to like necessarily, it's not like blasting in your face.
What did he say?
It's not like blasting your face like, oh, change who you are because we're killing the planet. But it's like, you know, this is why we do this, and this is why we X, Y, and Z. So that's my opinion. But let's get into the next article. Okay, don't make fun of me because I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna try. Prolet Re-Art collaborates with Levi's and Crocs for special shoe and bag combo using dead stock denim. Jesus.
I'm glad it's you.
Dope. What am I gonna say? It's bad? No, it's not bad at all. What the hell? I've been following this brand. I've been following the dude that runs this company for at least a year or two on Instagram, because I know he's done a lot of promotion and, you know, gifted a lot of rappers like his borrowed denim, and like the stuff he does is fire, bro. Like, I can't even, like, I'm just so like intrigued at that whole process, and I know he puts a lot of work into it. Cause I remember he put on his story one time, like he does all this by hand, and he was wearing like a mask because, you know, you're working with that denim and you're like breathing in all those toxins. And he like legit was like, bro, I've been in here for like 8 hours, and like he has his mask on, he's like doing the borrow work, and I'm like, damn, he's dedicated to the art for real. After an hour for me, bro, I'm taking it off from, look, I'm putting it down for at least 6. So to do it for 8 hours is crazy.
For sure, dude. I mean, yeah, flash some photos of it, like from this guy's IG.
Oh, bro, yeah. He's done stuff for like Lil Baby. What he did for Shy, which was like some purple borrowed denim, fire. I know he's done some stuff for DJ Mustard. I know he's also done some stuff for, I want to say he just did something for 21 Savage. Like, the stuff he's doing is crazy, bro. And it's like, it's so, like, borrow, that technique is not unique to him. Like, a lot of people do borrow work, a lot of people do this, but like, I don't know, it's something about the way he does it. It's different, bro. Like, it's so different. And like, I've never seen it in person, but the amount of images that he has on his page, and like the images I've seen other places, like when the rappers or the basketball players are wearing it, I'm like, oh, he's fire. And I think he's done something for Travis Scott, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did something for Travis Scott too.
I think that's what's so cool. It's like he's ingrained into like hip hop culture, streetwear culture, and like popular in general. Like there's like these like little Pokemon.
Oh yeah, all those things. Yeah.
And I feel like that's why as well, like, I don't know, there's so many things going on for him. It's like his own unique style for Toro. The fact that he's tapped into like, like pop culture, right? Which, because I feel like Boro, the way I see it, it's very, like the technique in itself, it seems like it's in its own world. You know, the fact that it's like making, it's
the fact that he's exposing it to like everyone else. Yeah, because it used to be like some like you'll see it, but you didn't really know nothing about it. Like, you knew it was Boro. Like, if you seen like a capo jacket, oh, that's a Boro jacket. Right. But like, I feel like that's where people's information, that was as far as it went. It was like, that's Boro. Okay, what is it? But like, you know, him sharing on his story, like the process, or like him showing like him working on something, it's like shedding light on, you know, the technique, and like really just how much work actually goes into it. So like, I think it makes sense, because I think some of his pieces will go stupid price, like $8,000. But you know, you're putting in, you know, hours and hours on one pair of pants and a jacket that matches. Like, of course that's gonna make sense. Right. And it's also funny we haven't mentioned the Crocs yet. Yeah. The Crocs are fire, and I think they're fire because they could have very easily just slipped into they could have easily just went to screen printing that whole Boro look on it. But like it's legit denim on there that he did his technique on, which I think is like, okay, like it's like it was right here when I heard it. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna do it bad. But now when I saw the image, like, okay, now it looks fire, bro.
Sure. I mean, that's what, major respect. Like, took the collaboration very seriously. I mean, just like look at the images of these things, man.
Yeah, no, they're crazy. And then on top of that, you got a giant like Levi's, and you got Crocs, which is like been booming lately with like Solei's work. So like, those are two big names to get under your belt for a collab. Although they've only produced 60 for promotional uses. Like, I feel like that. You ever see Hidden Gems with what's his name? When he was like, "Why the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it?"
KG, yeah.
How the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it then?
That was in that movie. Like, that's how I feel. Why would you show me this if I couldn't have it, bro?
Yeah,
like,
same, man.
These are.
That's it. That's the perfect description, bro.
I would literally just like, this would be my everyday shoe. Like, this is what I would wear every single day, just because like, one, it's Crocs, comfortable. Two, the collab, crazy. Like, who else is gonna, bro? And all they're gonna do is send it to like these big names, and they're gonna put them on ice. Where are your shoes?
Right. Right. That's what that is what makes me a little sad. I mean, it's tough though. It's like just the work that this guy does usually is like one of one. You know, it's like the nature of it. So it makes sense. But damn, bro.
Nah,
that's the perfect description. Why not make that? Why can't you just like just mail it to them? You know, no social media. You know what I mean? Like.
But I feel like even if they did a small run of it, it's still gonna be like what? They're gonna be like again, it's Crocs, but they'd be like, yeah, but he got this Boro work that he put into it and his Levi's. So usually these retail for $60, but we probably gonna do these for like $750. We probably gonna do these for $750 maybe.
It's still gonna sell out, man.
No, they're gonna sell out quick too, because all they're gonna do is somebody's gonna buy them, and they're gonna realize only 60 were made, and then they're gonna be like, oh. 1,700. Like, bro, come on, bro. Y'all throwing I am as fuck.
But I mean, it does make me curious. Like, if more pieces like these will be more like.
I know. I wonder if they start. I wonder if not even just GR. I wonder if this means he's gonna become more public with his stuff, because usually it's one-on-ones for rappers. So I'm like, is he gonna start now making clothing pieces that the general population to get? Because I think. That'd be dope as hell. Like if he starts collabing with other people and it starts making it more accessible to other folks.
Yeah, I mean, this poses a lot of questions. Like, A, is that even possible?
Yeah, would that work?
Exactly. And then B, well, I'll say that for B, I was thinking like where how much hype comes into play, but I don't think so. I don't think like the exclusivity of it. I mean, of course, the one-on-one is cool. No one's gonna deny that. But like, even if this thing was like his products, his clothing. Even if it was more like accessible, I don't think it would diminish like the way that people look at the brand, like how cool.
Oh yeah, nah. Because you will still have those crazy pieces.
Right.
These would just be the pieces that people can get. But like that Boro jacket that he made for Travis Scott or like Shy, like those are obviously like, come on, you're not gonna. The average citizen in America is not gonna get that. Right. So like. I think he'll still have his hype title, but I think if other people can get like maybe like he does like a shirt and he like puts like a little just a little Boro patch on it. I don't know. I think it'd be dope. These Crocs, fire, and I don't think there will be an official run just because of how much work goes into it. It also requires Levi's and Crocs and him to be on the same page. So like a global release on that, like. I can't see necessarily him releasing, to the scale of like an actual sneaker drop where there's like, maybe like 1,000 pairs. Like I don't see that happening. It'd maybe be like max, like 2 something to get like, the main people a pair because they'll want one. But I don't know. I want a pair. So if you're watching this, hey buddy. Yeah.
For now, we're all just gonna be
like
Kevin Garnett and Uncut Gems, man.
That is bro, I love that meme. But that is gonna wrap up another edition of Kloth Talk. As always, thank you, my guy.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Appreciate you having me on. The people said they wanted you back, so that's we had to get you back on here. But Go ahead and follow Josh. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Try to make it to 1,000 before the year is up. So let's do it, bro. Help me out. I know y'all be iffy about me, but hey, help me out. But that is it.
But I love the way you work it. Hey, I love the way you work it.